Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go, set.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Here we go, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The gain of 11 and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. We're scoreless after 1. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 1. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Only 3 there on the screen and second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man wham. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He finds his man Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Murray. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray.
is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But
and it's caught. Touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Aviators have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Ready. Yellow, go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Down. Next red.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Here we go, back.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the ready. Row 52. Yellow blue. Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's whistles and another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set. Ready?
Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! Darren Waller from 17 yards out.
And the Aviators have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go with Murray again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward,